And bam, how's it going, family? How's it going? Once again, it's the Xerox Twins going live for the bereaved, sick, and shut in. Bruh, we always got something going on. What do we have going on today? Man, listen, another epic show of the best live ever, where we love, we laugh. And we learn. And we learn how to live our best lives together. We promise you, and again, we continue to deliver. Every time, listen, every time you see our faces, you're going to see celebrities of all sorts, right? And tonight's celebrity is going to be epic. Again, man, we're on our way to Tulsa, bro. But first, man, let me see. But first of all, we got to show homage and give homage to my beloved daughter, Miss Tonisha Harris. Of course, I'm Antonio Harris. And hey, man, she's also known as Carla Capone, right? From the infamous Mrs. Me, you know what I'm saying? Tone Capone. Hey, y'all, of course, we are dealing with domestic violence. And remember, domestic violence is a deadly situation. You know what I'm saying? Again, on both sides. On both sides, man. Again, much love and respect, family. Hey, man, listen, bro. Man, we got a show going on tonight. Hey, I'm not gonna say nothing there. We're gonna let you see exactly what we're talking about. Come on, D. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it's D. Let it roll. DS Sounds, man.
You know I thank the sun rises and shines on you. You know there's nothing I would not do. Oh no, before I let you go. I would never let you go before I do. Hey, look at here, I got a brand new dance. And all I need from you, baby, is be willing to take a chance. Now it don't really matter, baby, if you're young or old. Just get on the dance floor and baby, let's flow. Get on the good foot. Just get on the good foot. Breaking down on the scene like a sex machine. Wait a minute. Get on the good foot. Just get on the good foot. Break it down on the scene like a sex machine. Wait a minute. Anime said poke it. Show me your dance.
Hey everybody, this is Lady Diamond from Dallas, Texas, originally from Oklahoma, right here in Tulsa. Just wanted to let everyone know how excited I am about being here this weekend for, Black Wall Street. It is a very exciting event. I encourage everybody to come. Being a native Oklahoman myself, there's nothing more inspirational than seeing Black businesses and Black people come together and celebrate something so wonderful. Me coming from this state and growing up from what I have experienced throughout my life, I think that this is one of the most wonderful events that you could ever attend. So, with that being said, every year this is going to be hosted here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I would welcome anyone to come and join us.
All my MCs all across the world. We gon' call this one here the Biker Shuffle. Walk it to your right. Now move it on up, hey, move it on up. Now walk it to your left. Now bring it on back, hey, bring it on back. Now kick with it, hop out in, now kick with it. Step to your right, now slide with it. Turn to your left with it. Walk it to your right. Now move it on up, hey, move it on up. Now walk it to your left. Come on, bring it on back, hey, bring it on back.
Man,
Boy, y'all see exactly what we talking about, man. Y'all see it on the screen. Make y'all see that. One way, man, listen. Y'all got, man, line dancing, bike rides. Man, listen.
Boy,
This
listen,
is
I
good.
saw a whole lot of people with mics in their hands.
Man, listen,
So
this
you
is
know you
gonna
got
be
to be
epic.
some type to even put a mic in your hand. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
That's
listen.
really happening, man. That's happening.
That's right, family. Of course, y'all make sure that y'all like, share, and follow all the Xerox Twins social media.
Social media.
That's
Xerox starts with a Z and ends with a
and
Z.
ends with a Z.
Xerox
Again, you know what I'm
Twins.
saying? Make sure you like, share, and follow. Not only that, push the hearts, the loves, the likes, and hey, man, comments. We need comments.
Most
Hey, of
definitely.
course, we do our show every Wednesday nights. You know what I'm saying? The Xerox Twins, best live ever. Hey, if you want to be on the show, if you know someone that want to be on the show or should be on the show, you make
Yeah.
sure that you inbox us, tap us on the shoulder, send us a message in the bottom, whatever it takes to get in touch with us. But tonight, man, we have again a epic cast of celebrities.
Man, we do.
And don't forget about DS Sounds in the background, making sure that the Xerox Twins are, hey man,
worldwide.
but being who we are
Yes.
and exposing us and giving us the juice, right, in order to do what we do. Hey man, look at this panel,
boy,
y'all.
they starting to drop in like
Boy,
rain. Look at
listen
that.
here. Again, family, first of all, we want to welcome every last one of you to our panel. We are the paparazzi. You are our celebrity guest,
Because
man.
you need to be celebrated.
Be celebrated. You are our celebrity guest. And hey, man, again, we take our hats off to you,
Man.
right? Again, we kick our shoes. Now we ain't gonna kick our, but anyway, hey, hey man, listen. First of all, you want to know something about the Xerox Twins is that we do not introduce. Why, bruh?
We don't introduce anybody because they know themselves better than we know them. But as soon as we introduce them and they tell us about themselves, hopefully we will get to know them a little bit better.
Even better. Hey, man, tell us who you are and what you do, man.
Hey man, I'm Corey Carroll. Appreciate the opportunity to be on your live with your family and your great team, and giving us the opportunity to share with America what's going on in Tulsa, Oklahoma. My name is Corey Carroll. I've been a member of the Black Wall Street Rally since we started, native Tulsan, and just want to give you guys an opportunity to learn about Tulsa and how I can help the Black Wall Street Rally.
All
Information.
right.
Awesome. That's awesome.
You know what I'm saying? The man in the blue, bro. Hey, I'm Blue Bull now. You better represent now.
What's up, Xerox Twins? What's up?
Yeah,
I'm Byron Perry, also a member of the Black Wall Street Rally team, a native Tulsan. So proud and honored to be here with you guys tonight to talk about the 2026 5th annual Black Wall Street Rally.
Wow,
that's awesome.
fantastic, man.
26, man.
Fantastic, of course. You know what I'm saying? The man over there in the corner, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we looking at these behind us, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do you know anything about those behind us, man?
What about those? There we go.
Listen, hey Twin, I ain't been able to hear anything you guys have been saying, but I see that the camera's on me. I'm Deesky, founder of Star Players Motorcycle Club here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I also have a motorcycle shop, the Upgrade Garage here in Fort Worth, and I have been to the Black Wall Street since they was doing it back in the early 2000s. It's under another name, but very excited to be a part of that.
Right,
Man,
right,
that's awesome.
right.
That's awesome.
You know what I'm saying? Of course, man, we told you we bring on the best, man. And we got one person that's gonna bring on the experience of Black Wall Street.
Black Wall Street. And
You know what I'm saying?
Out, man,
Right.
back in the day.
Yeah, tell us who you are and what you do. First of all, I guess you have to get Deesky out of there and
Put him
let
back in.
and put him back in so he can hear us as well. Bro, give him a call.
Okay.
But again, go ahead.
Introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up, family? What's going on? It's your boy Lico Mac, man, right here from what I call the city of Worth, Funky Town. And man, I'm a founder of Brotherhood and also the founder of Black Wall Street Fort Worth. Started in 2017 when we first actually took that trip down there and touched those grounds of Black Wall Street, man. It's an awesome experience, man. But it's glad to be on with you guys, man. Peace and blessings to everybody.
That's it, man. Angelico, you know, of course, we experienced that time with you, man.
Yeah.
And I remember that we were very close to losing Black Wall Street. I remember the police was trying to shut us down and all that stuff, man. But we stuck to our guns, man, and we continue to march and continue to rally. And man, look what it done. Well, look what done happened now, man.
Blossom
Man,
and
I tell
bloom.
you what,
Man,
they say it done blow up it down there, man. You know what I'm saying? I tell you, it's done turned into something different since 2017 when we went down there, and then we went down there again 5 years ago for the 100th anniversary and things of that nature, man. And
right.
but when we did that march and everything, when we blacked out Tulsa, Oklahoma, man, I tell you, the people didn't know what to do. We was down there marching.
You know what I'm saying, Corey? I don't know if you remember, man. They had the snipers on top of the buildings, the helicopters flying, and all kind of things down there, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They didn't know.
About what, 15, almost 2,000 of us, 1,500 to 2,000 of us.
Yeah, it was a lot, man. It was a lot, man. Strapped and everything, man. But it was a beautiful sight to see, our people coming together, man, and just from all over the place, man, and being united and letting them see the power that we have when we come together, brother. It was a beautiful sight.
Man, that's fantastic. That's fantastic, Corey, man. One of the things that I think, man, when we was talking, one of the things that I want to bring to the forefront. When we were there, unfortunately, a lot of those who were there or who lived there.
He used the word native.
Right.
You will use the word native.
Native. The natives there didn't know about Black Wall Street, what had happened, and so can you kind of give us a summation of why not and how is it now?
Well, even being a native there, and I grew up, and they have something where you got to take Oklahoma history to graduate high school. But this information was not passed down. So, not in your elementary schools, your middle schools, your high schools, you had to have someone who grew up there to talk about that black spot, that dark time. And now, I think about some of the older people who lived it, who said they had to go from Greenwood to
Crawford Park.
And hide out until it kind of blew over, and that's one of those things that you say, I think that's important enough that our kids should know this. But once again, it wasn't our story, it was his story.
Right. That's it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What he wanted to know. But now we get to say, no, we have information. We have people who have experienced it. And even in them trying to burn it down and to nothing, we are now saying, no, this is important. And through the marches, through, and I say Black Wall Street rally, we have a different sense of a way to come back and say, no, we're not fighting you. We're just letting you know that we belong here and we're going to be here. So that's where we're at right now. And that's why we love doing the Black Wall Street rally, because it's
That's awesome.
a moment in a way to continue to reiterate that we can come together, we can be safe, and we can be with a purpose. And in 2026 is going to be even liver than what it has been since 2025.
Oh, B, was it the same for you as well? Because you grew up there, right?
Yeah, I grew up there, man. And I'll be perfectly honest with you. I mean, Corey was 100% right of what he's talking about, the fact that the Tulsa Race Massacre was not taught in schools. It was not a part of the curriculum when you talked about the state of Oklahoma. What happened here in 1921 is I think it's historically looked at now as one of the largest and most destructive civil acts of disobedience or destruction of personal property in the country. For me personally, Corey brought up a big point. My godfather was a child in 1921. And so he lived through it. He was between 5 and 6 years old. And so he always told us before he passed, when we were younger, when I was a teenager, he always told me and his son, because we were the men in the family, and the next generation, so to speak. He told us, I remember it was like 3 summers where he told us about the ordeal that happened in 1921 and how his family was displaced and they had to go approximately 2.5 to 3 miles north of what we know of Greenwood right now and hide on the other side of the train tracks down a hill. Well, that area today is a park. It's a park here in Tulsa. And so you literally can go to that park and walk in this lower area and go up a hill and get on those very train tracks that used to run through Greenwood. And you can actually see, I mean, I take people to it to this day because that's the story my godfather gave to me of when his mother and his siblings had to walk out of a burning Greenwood, you know, as things were being destroyed. I mean, as they heard the gunshots, as they saw the fire, the embers, they saw buildings burning, they saw churches on fire, they saw the airplanes that were dropping the Molotov cocktails on the larger structures that were in Greenwood. This is where they went and hid because at the time men told them if you went and got on the other side of the tree line down the train tracks, they felt like the mob that was basically destroying Greenwood couldn't get to them. And that's where they stayed for about 3 days. And so this was the story that was passed on to me as a young man. And I'll be honest with you guys, you know, like I say, it was 3 summers that we got together for a family reunion, and he told us bits and pieces of this story. But even for me as a young person, I remembered it, but it didn't like hit home to me until I was older, until, to be honest with you, till I really started recognizing that even the things that I grew up with that were a part of Greenwood or what's left of Black Wall Street, those things are starting to disappear. You know, as some of those monuments and buildings, I mean, right now, the Greenwood district that we see and we can go and put our feet in the dirt, as we so to say, is only about what, 2 blocks of structures, maybe a block of structures that are remaining, but the street is still there, but the structures that commemorate what was there aren't there. And so the city of Tulsa has done what I would consider to be a decent job of identifying, because there are placards on the street that say what some of the businesses and sites that were located in different spots were all around downtown Tulsa that encompassed the Greenwood district. But when you can't see the buildings, it takes away, as my dad says, it takes away the feeling because you can't see it anymore. It's physically not there.
It don't exist.
So, it doesn't exist. And so and so from that, we have to embrace the spirit of what was Black Wall Street, of what's left of the Greenwood district, because that is sacred soil. I heard one of the Xerox brothers saying when y'all came that it is sacred soil. It is something special about that place. Unless you come and are here and are standing, you know, in the footsteps of those paths of our ancestors, I mean, even right now, I can't explain to you what you feel until you're there on Greenwood, because that was the epicenter for Black excellence. It was built out of necessity, but it became the heart of Black excellence in this country for a period of time. And I'll say this, you know, we have a number of cities across the country right now that they have their own Black Wall Street. I mean, literally, when you go to Charlotte or Raleigh or things of that nature, I mean, there are areas that say this is their Black Wall Street. But here in Tulsa, 322 North Greenwood, the intersection of Greenwood and Archer, this is the home of that. This is where it was built. This is where it rose. This is where it was tried to be destroyed, but it can't be, because that feeling, that spirit is still alive. And we, as the members of the Black Wall Street Rally, are doing everything that we can to keep that spirit alive, allow people to experience that legacy and take it back and learn something and take it back with them to make our communities what in the spirit of what they used to be.
Wow. That brings me to Angelico. Remember in 2017 when we went down there to visit, Greenwood, Orchard, and Pine. I remember we went, and our objective was to go and come back. What did we do when we came back from that trip?
Yeah, well, like I said, our objective in 2017 was go down there and get the information. You know, some people, we wanted to start with this. Let me go back. When we started wanting to do Black Wall Street Fort Worth, we didn't want to start it without going and touching Tulsa, Oklahoma. And so that's kind of what the mission was, to go down there and get the knowledge, like my brother was talking about, get someone, you know, touch the ground, see what it was like, you know. And like I said, I know it wasn't authentic, you know, not actually being down there and seeing how things went at that time, or a lot of it is gone. We knew that, but we just wanted to go down there and touch the ground of the Mecca, you know, and so we can start it, so we can come back and bring that here to the city of Worth, which is Fort Worth, and start our own city, Black Wall Street Fort Worth. And that's what we did. We did it for a good while. We ran for a little while, but to the weather and things of that nature, man, we kind of wind it down a little bit. But stay, man, we had a good time. It was great. But 2017, man, it was nothing like it, man. Going down there with y'all and having a great time. It was great.
Right. And
Yeah,
I remember I was telling you, Corey, man, it's getting my mom to move around, boy. It's like pulling teeth. And but she went down there with us and had a great time.
Wonderful time.
Yeah.
And so and the reason I'm saying that is because she even know the importance of knowing where we come from, right? In order
Heritage.
to ride our heritage. One of the things I want to bring about as well is the fact that one of my favorite songs is Keep Running, right? By the Gap Band, right? But I never knew that You Dropped the Bomb on Me was talking about Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Wow.
Tell us a little bit about what that means to you guys,
Right.
being from there, and of course, Wilson being up from there as well. What is that like when you hear that song?
Well, let me say this. Let me say this before I let Corey do it. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and release the juice. So the Gap Band, the name Gap, GAP, was in tribute to the Greenwood, Archer, and Pine. It's the intersection of three streets of which all of us growing up, there used to be street functions, because we've always celebrated. Tulsa has always been a place to celebrate Juneteenth. And so the original Gap Band, which were the Wilson brothers, and there were some other members of the band, when they originally got together as a group and started performing, they were all high school classmates. Okay. And one of the things about it was they performed in high school at Booker T. Washington High School. And so they had a following from performing at, talent shows and different events just in high school. And so because these young men were talented, because they can sing and play instruments, they started getting opportunities to perform in different festivals, and they couldn't do clubs. They couldn't do clubs. It always had to be some type of festival. You see what I'm saying? And it was significant to them when they were asked to come up with the name. Who are you? And instead of who are we, where are we from? And so that's how they took the merger of those streets and put them together. To answer your question about, how I feel whenever I hear that, it's a sense of pride. Knowing the Wilson brothers like I do, to a lot of people, him as Uncle Charlie, but to a lot of us, he's really our Uncle Charlie. I remember because one of his high school classmates was a lady that was my second mom. She was high school classmates with Charlie Wilson. I remember going to her house one day in the summer and coming in the door, and sitting there on the sofa was none other than Charlie Wilson, And for me, the first thing I started doing was going, wait a minute, burn rubber on me, Charlie? He's right there. But that's Byron, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, and getting a chance to meet him and hear him do his thing, just live, it kind of brought things home for me. So I have a special place in my heart for the Gap Band because with who they are and where they came from, and so many things that we have in common. So I just want to say that now Corey has even more.
So you say, how does it make you feel? How do it makes me feel to know what Gap Band has brought? Or I like the word inspired, because this was regular high school guys, brothers, and they had power in their music. And when you were able to say, you hear, like you said, Burn Rubber on Me, you say, oh, that's me, that's Tulsa. That's me, that's Tulsa. And we had those festivals and events to where we could all come out. I never forget we had a big concert in Booker T. Washington Stadium, and hey, the Gap Band was playing, and you just see thousands of people. Us there. And I'm young. I stay right across from the field, and we're just there, and that's pride. Because for the longest time, we didn't have that sense of pride. We were just maintaining. I hate to say, a city where it's just kind of maintaining. But as the Gap Band continued to get better and bigger, that was a home team pride. Right. And that's what that was a pride. Not to say that there weren't many other artists who did not contribute to the growth of Tulsa. There's many of us. There's many of us. And when I say an artist, that is someone who performs and puts out their best to the community, to their people, and to their fans. And that's how I feel that everybody is. You're your own artist. Let's be the best artist you can be. How are you going to touch somebody?
You mind showing us your shirt? I'm kind of seeing a little bit of it.
I stand up. I forget which year this is. I think this was year before last, 2 years ago.
Oh, okay then. Yeah, I can see exactly what it is. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I was doing that to try to give a little history about Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Say, Red, this Lico. Hey, can I throw a nugget in there real quick? Trying to connection. Hey, man, as we got a little history here in Fort Worth as well. We have the first Black millionaire that lived here in Fort Worth. So we're trying to make a connection right now. And his name is William Madison McDonald, aka Gooseneck Bill, first Black millionaire in Texas that we had stayed right here in Fort Worth. And what we're trying to do is make a connection to see if he had money tied to Oklahoma. We're not sure if he gave money to Oklahoma to start rebuilding, but we're looking into that right now. So we're trying to make that Fort Worth to Oklahoma Tulsa connection. So once we do, we'll let you guys know. But yeah, we have the first Black millionaire stayed right here, man, in Fort Worth, man. So that's something to be proud of as well.
Right. Yeah, I just wanted to give a little synopsis of how Tulsa had so many great millionaires to even come down to the city. The Indian Removal Act was enacted by the government. I don't exactly remember the time, but the Civil War, all of that is all connected. We have to understand the Civil War was them fighting on the original people. I don't say we are natives because I understand the definition of native. I just say original. So if we all use original, then we all can be on the same page. Or American Indian, we can all be on the same page. The Indian Removal Act forced us to come from the north to been driven down south. So this is how a lot of greats was bringing the money to Tulsa, Oklahoma, and it became a mecca of wealth.
Oklahoma Territory, Indian Territory was known as freedmen land. It was one of the only places that men of color, could purchase land and own it. So when O.W. Gurley moved from he lived in I think he lived outside of Oklahoma City. When he heard about the allotments that were available for sale in Tulsa, he sold he had a general store And the story goes that O.W. Gurley and his wife decided to sell everything they had to move to Tulsa because there was an allotment of land that blacks could buy. So he came here, and I think it was in 1905 is around the time that he's credited with purchasing the 40 acres that was going to be used to only be used for development by other blacks out of the early forms of segregation. So here you have a black man that had the ability to purchase land in one of the only places available. And then he set out and stated that that land could only be resold to other blacks. So it's almost like it's almost like, well, he was intentional. Let's not say almost. He was extremely intentional, brothers, to say that I'm purchasing this land, and it's going to be used to basically give other blacks a place to thrive, not live, but to thrive.
Right. Yeah, along with that, the 40 acres, at one point in time, we used to think that we were going to receive through reparations, the 40 acres in the mule. The kickback to that 40 acres is basically they would only sell us 40 acres per person. You follow me? Per family, per man. And we assumed that was something that was going to give us. But when you said the 40 acres, that he purchased 40 acres, then that was the limit of land that one can buy at that time, or at this time as well. I think Bootsy was doing the same thing. He purchased, I don't know exactly his story, but he purchased land, and I don't think it's over 40 acres. You follow me? And if it is, it's not consecutive together. Right. So yeah, so that's just a little bit of history. I like to give history. I like to give heritage about what's going on as well, you know, with that.
Again, family, we're here. The best life ever. What we love, we laugh.
And we learn
how to live our best lives together. Again, man, we're here with the great panel of celebrities. We got here, you know what I'm saying, Mr. D, Corey, we got Angelico, and man, listen, I want to ask, we're speaking about rally, and man, that word is that's a powerful word, man. It even sounds fun. D-Ski, can you hear us, man?
Yes, sir.
Man, listen, you say you've been going down there how long again, man? Of course, this is the man with the bikes, man. Corey, this is the guy that I was telling you finna come down there and rip Oklahoma. This is our man. Listen, man.
Wait. He gonna put a cannon inside of one of those mountains out there.
Same, man.
Yeah. So yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the bikes, man. How long you been going down there? Do you guys ride down there? What is it like? What is it like in that atmosphere, man?
I want to hear this.
So my first trip to Tulsa, man, was it was called the Biker Boys Weekend. This was about 06.
Okay, he old school.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? We was down there, bro. And when I say Tulsa has been one of the only places that we've gone to as a biker. When I say there's no problems, no fighting, no art, I mean, man, it almost seems unreal for that many of us to be in one location to not have an issue. But everybody's there for the love of the motorcycles and the love for the city. My first time going back to Black Wall Street when it was named Black Wall Street was in 2022. And I actually rode from Fort Worth to Tulsa on a motorcycle. The longest 5 hours of my life. But when I got there, listen to me, y'all. When I got there and seeing all the love, I missed last year because I had a cooking engagement, but I would never miss another. I actually canceled my cooking engagement this year so I wouldn't miss it. So I'm leaving money on the table because Black Wall Street means that much to me and the people that I associate myself with.
Man, yeah, I was down there in 06 as well, down there with y'all.
Right.
Yeah,
I remember. Man, listen, again, family, but we want y'all to know and understand. When we talk about our ancestors. And I remember, Corey, us looking for the graves and all that when we was there. And of course, we know that the school, you know what I'm saying, was built, you know what I'm saying, was built on top of it, right? We understand what golf mean, right? When you said y'all were having a golf tournament there, right?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Do you know and understand where the
Golf
term
course come from?
golf course come from itself?
I think that's about
I'm gonna let Red explain that to you right quick, but I'm hoping that he don't his win ain't as long as it usually be. but because we want to know and understand what we're dealing with when we're dealing with a massacre, right? And so we want people to understand how things have been broken down, right?
Yeah.
So we broke it down to pieces of what existed, right? Again, D, so that we can rebuild, right? And reformulate.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna let Twin talk a little bit about the golf course and what have you.
Yeah. First of all, Twin said a word that I'm a word connoisseur, and masquerade is something, a massacre. A massacre, you put on the mask, then you go and you do harm to other people. That's a massacre. A great group of people is a massacre. And then after that, they masquerade behind that. So they celebrate what they have done. The golf course is actually what is said. Golf course, or the golf course. So when the Pilgrims came in and they slaughtered a lot of the indigenous people, they would bury them in large graves. And when new people would come to the city or to the town, they would pretend like they wasn't graves, and they put holes at the top of the graves, and they would start playing golf on top of the corpse that was under the ground. That just brings us to OU. Me and Twin, we watched a documentary about Oklahoma and the massacre that happened there. And we saw that
I think that's OSU, right? That's OSU there, right? The Oklahoma State, right?
Oklahoma State University has a campus right down there.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
right.
Yeah, so we saw that the stadium is possibly built on top of a mass grave from those people. They said it was 300 people. We looking at more or less like 3,000 people that haven't been.
Nobody knows.
Right.
Nobody
knows.
can confirm because the records were intentionally, misleading as to what happened.
Right.
Man, so that probably was going on with the Oklahoma bombing with McDonald's.
So can I ask a question, like a serious question to you brothers?
Go ahead.
Why is it always our history that's so negative? Why is it always our history that's easy to erase? Why is it always our history that we have to remember? Why is it always our history that has to be filtered through the underground? Why don't we have any information? Why isn't our information distributed the same way everybody else's history is? I mean, I knew more about England and what went on in Rome than I did in Tulsa, Oklahoma, or in Fort Worth, or anywhere. I was an adult. Go ahead.
Let me just say this. You're asking a very important question, and a question that has, so many different ways you can answer it. I know for us as a part of the Black Wall Street Rally, we are very intentional about, we're not really, we're very intentional about preaching the message of the excellence that built Greenwood and the legacy that made the Black Wall Street district, or made the Greenwood district and Black Wall Street special. We're very intentional to talk about that, because if we ask the questions like you were asking, and they're questions that we should ask, we miss out on promoting the legacy that we can aspire to live today. And so I know for us, one of the things that we're trying to do is to definitely teach the next generation about what is possible, how to go about it with, you know, entrepreneurship, financial literacy, you know, how to work as a community, all the things that the district did. But I understand your question, and I understand it wholeheartedly, because for those of us that live here, we've been a part of wondering why a lot of the information about what happened, who did it, who was involved, where you know the stories, you know, are being erased from. Yes, we're still living that, but we also have to take the moment and the time to promote the excellence also.
I think it's twofold. First of all, the reason being is because we're not the ones telling the story, right? We're not the ones that's educating our children. We're not the ones that's putting out the information, right? We're not the ones that has the media, right? So again, it's because we don't have control of those things that's so detrimental to our mindset, right? And so the reason that you guys probably didn't know much about the bombing and what have you, because they was afraid to talk about it, right? Because of what would happen to them, right? So fear keep us from learning. Fear keep us from speaking and teaching. Twin and I, we always speak about heritage, right? Heritage over history, right? Because we know and understand that heritage of the her, right?
Was there first.
Right. So we forgot to give down, right? One of the things that I tell people all the time, is in our DNA anyways, right? So again, this is why it felt so good being in the presence down there, and why we must go back. And one of the things I want to do is want to make that a mecca for businesses, entrepreneurship. I went to an all-black school, man. D-Ski, you know what? I'm a wildcat. Who be you?
I'll be a wildcat too.
Went to an all-black school. Right. I went to a so-called all-black school. We say so-called because we don't subscribe to black anymore. Right. And we'll explain to that to you guys as well. But for the sake of speaking and understanding what black is to us, right? I didn't hear the word entrepreneur. I'm senior class president, twin salutatorian, voted homecoming king, most popular. We got all those accolades, but I didn't hear the word entrepreneur until I was in college, when I was in prison. And so why is that? When I went to a so-called all-black school, right? Because they didn't want us to know those things. They want us to learn how to work for them. But again, hey man, we got to be broken down. And the reason that we speak of the bad, I think it was that the good times that made us laugh always were
Say
exactly. So again, we talk about that because we know that we can bounce back when any Holocaust, any so-called slavery, any downtrodden or whatever. That's what makes us the people that we are.
Resilient.
Right. And so again, this is why we love what you guys are doing down there in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Continue.
And because, hey man, you are the rebuilding of our inspiration, right? So again, this is what it's about.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for what you do.
Let me give my account on the question that was at hand.
Mm-hmm.
My account is we were the target people. We are the chosen ones. And I always say a bully chooses his victim. Now, what happened is this. When you speak of Black Wall Street, you're speaking about the black market, not necessarily the people. You're speaking about the black market. The black market is when we got flea markets, just an example. Well, not flea market. We got the black market where you sell without paying taxes. That's the black market. This is why a lot of us, when done time, when, selling trees and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Because it was considered the black market. You wasn't paying taxes on the monies that was being made. Well, that's what was happening in Oklahoma. They was buying, selling, and trading amongst one another.
Exactly.
But there was a free man state which did not have to pay into the other states. So it became a black market, and they wanted to stop that black market. So they came in and they did what was necessary to break the black market up. So that then, because at that time, those people in Oklahoma, they didn't have to vote. Vote for who? Vote for what?
They had everything.
They had everything. So
Right.
there was nothing that they was asking for. So this is how they came in, wrote the conglomerate. Am I saying it correct? Conglomerate? Huh?
Conglomerate.
Okay. Whatever that word is. I got business. Y'all got to excuse me. Yes. So that's what they had to do. They had to come break it up so that we could reel back and start paying taxes and buying from them. This is where it was.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask this question. Then we're gonna go to a break. Who was the one that bombed Tulsa, Oklahoma?
Your own United States.
Thank you. I love you said that word. One more time.
Your own United States.
United States. United States is different from America. People have to know and understand that.
Hey, again, hey man, we're here. The best life ever. Where we love, we laugh, and we learn how to live our best lives together, right?
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Corey, I say all the time, ain't no better place to be than together. Hey D, man, show us what we got going on. Show us a little more about what we're in for. Going to Tulsa, Oklahoma,
Making
man.
that trip, man. We got to keep the big wheels rolling.
Drop it down low. Drop it down low. Low to the floor. Get low to the floor. Stand up.
Reincarnated, I was stargazing. Life goes on, I need all my babies. Reincarnated, I was stargazing. Life goes on, I need all my babies. Reincarnated, I was stargazing. Life goes on, I need all my babies. Woke up looking for the broccoli. I keep people horn on me, that could be see. I keep ownership, the blueprint is by me. Mr. Get Off, I get off at my feet.
Hey everybody, this is Lady Diamond from Dallas, Texas, originally from Oklahoma, right here in Tulsa. Just want to let everyone know how excited I am about being here this weekend for, Black Wall Street. It is a very exciting event. I encourage everybody to come. Being a native Oklahoman myself, There's nothing more inspirational than seeing Black businesses and Black people come together and celebrate something so wonderful. You know, me coming from this state and growing up from what I have experienced throughout my life, I think that this is one of the most wonderful events that you could ever attend. So, with that being said, every year this is going to be hosted here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I would welcome anyone to come and join us.
All across the world. We gon' call this one here the biker shuffle. Walk it to your right. Now move it on up, hey, move it on up. Now walk it to your left. Now bring it on back, hey, bring it on back. Now kick with it. Hop out in, now kick with it. Step to your right, now slide with it. Turn to your left with it. Walk it to your right. Now move it on up, hey, move it on up. Now walk it to your left. Come on, now bring it on back, hey, bring it on back.
Man, that's awesome. That is awesome. Yes, indeed. You know, I was just thinking during that commercial. Without being critical, I think I'm gonna try to be truthful without being critical. My truth is, I would rather participate in the Black Wall Street celebration than any Juneteenth celebration because the simple fact. Black Wall Street was something that we had. Juneteenth is something that was given to us by somebody that wasn't us. You follow me? And we celebrating something that is, in my opinion, is not true. So, you know, but with that, we're going to speak about the celebration. Mr. Deesky, you said that you didn't want to miss not one more year.
I think Deesky gone, bro.
Deesky, you still there? He gone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's just run on.
Angelico, man, Hey man, you see, man, listen, we gotta get that bus, on the road, man.
Yes, sir.
We got some moms that's willing to accept us down on that other end.
Right.
And it sure feel good. It feel good.
Yeah. Because I know your mom is very excited about it as well, Angelico.
Yeah, she always excited to get up and go and do something, man. She about to be 71, man. So I guess at that age, man, I guess even at 52, like me, you blessed to get up and go somewhere as well. But man, I wanted to speak on the question earlier as well before I get on the trip. But I just wanted us to understand, those who listening out there, the power that we hold as a people. We don't have to ask acceptance for anybody. From anybody. We hold a power with our unity. You know what I'm saying? Together we can do whatever. I look at NFL all the time, and I think that's one thing that I look at, like when they had Kaepernick kneeling, you know, and I'm thinking like over half the team is us. So just think what could have happened if we stuck together. You know, if a lot of us, if our minds was alike, what could have happened? You know what I'm saying? It could have turned NFL on its head, because you can't play football without us. You know what I'm saying? But we don't understand the power we think the owners is paying us, but actually the owners getting paid because of us. So if you don't play football, if you ain't running that ball, what they gonna own? What they gonna forfeit the whole game? But that's just something I want us to know. We hold a power, and but speaking of power, man, I'm so glad about getting down there in May to have a great time with our Oklahomians down there, man, and get a chance to meet you guys, you know, because like we've been down there, we've been to the Reconciliation Park.
Yep.
We done walked around and done all that great stuff, but it wasn't what it is now. So I done missed a lot because I work a lot, but I tell you what, I'm not gonna miss it. I'm gonna take off. I'm like Drewski. Like man, we're about to we're about to get down there and have a good time, man. And I'm ready to get that bus moving, brother. I got the flyer ready already.
Okay, then fantastic.
Yeah.
Hey, Corey, D-Back, tell us a little bit about what we can expect coming down there. I know you said golf. What else you said? A few things, man. Of course, you know, we got the bikes and what have you. What else? What can we look for, man, other than the great spirit of being in the midst of such ancestors, man, of greatness?
Well, for those who come down early, you got to go to the Black Wall. If you play golf, our Black Wall Street golf tournament is up, is coming, it's growing exponentially. That's that Wednesday and Thursday.
Thursday and Friday. Thursday and Friday.
Apologize, Thursday and Friday. Thank you for that. And then we also have a comedy show. Grossman has been with us since we started, so he always brings a great group with him, and that comedy show, everybody just loves it. So we had to get a bigger site for it. And then you also have a great party that night. There's Grossman in this crew right there. I mean, great comedians. You also have a sound show that is called the Super Bowl show.
Adios Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. I mean, and it's going to be over at the BMX Center, and they have great prizes over there also. So if you got that bike that makes it look like it does, and if it sounds like it does, you need to be a part of that also.
Oh yeah.
And you also have many walking tours going on. The caliber of talent that's going to be seen on Greenwood Friday and Saturday. We've lined up a lot of different things. Don Diego, a lot of people I know, if you're in Texas, I know you may be familiar with Don Diego. His group is coming. They've always been assisting us and participating with us and supporting us in this. And then we also have a day party that's also. The museum, in which case this rally, we never lose focus on what it's really supposed to be about. Mm-hmm. Hey, it's us coming together and showing people that we can come together and we can interact and we can flourish. And now you get the aspect of saying, hey, we're not even going to do that. We're going to teach and give a teaching and a learning aspect, because now the museum is completely finished. If you haven't seen the museum, you're in for a glorious treat. Glorious. And I said, sign up, get in there early, because everybody's seeing that the museum, the Grand Rising. It is awesome.
And your registration includes all of these things. If you register, you're signed up to do all of these things. You have a weekend of events.
$80 right. Person, a long way tax included. When you talk about a comedy show, and then don't forget about the Saturday main event concert at the same time with One Way and
One Way. What was it? Push? What One Way singer? Push. What?
Push in the groove.
Man, push in the groove. You know what I'm saying? Never gonna pull it.
He do the pull as well.
Wow.
You also get the great, the feeling of it's a family reunion, because it's layers to this event.
Right.
Never forget the degrees of separation from a motorcycle rider to a fraternity or sorority sister to hey, I worked with this person in this building. I didn't know that you actually came and let your hair down and become a real person. So you send executives regular clothes and get to learn, and they get to see, hey, we're reaching and touching people. And now this year, we also incorporated we're gonna address mental health from our babies to our adults. And for us, a lot of times we're now taking care of our adult family members with that dangerous disease of dementia and Alzheimer's that is running so rampant with us now. And now we're not going to say, oh, Uncle Charlie's up in the room. No, Uncle Charlie has a problem, and we need to all come together to learn how to address that problem.
Exactly.
And then we also we have the Say It With Your Heart health. Also, we got teams coming in. We got Miss Freon Epps. She's coming in there talking about this. And then we also have what we have to teach our kids that wasn't teach to us, which is financial literacy.
Man, that's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about.
That millionaire that we all can be. Once again, we're our own greatest artists. How are you going to present yourself? Can you have later on? Because as they say, we don't believe in pensions. No companies have pensions anymore. 401ks are passe.
Right.
How can I make my 17-year-old already be worth $1 million because he started investing when he was 12?
Right.
We have to be able to teach him, and we have those tools there. to start that function for us. So, and then when people leave, hopefully they've made friends and more family that they say, hey, we can come back and do this again because, like Drewski said, we kind of police ourselves. We really take care of ourselves in this. We've always had a safe environment. Knock on wood, and we're going to continue to have a safe environment as long as we regulate ourselves and come for a purpose. And the purpose is to enjoy each other, to learn.
Enjoy. You know what I'm saying? Katrina? Yeah, I want to, man, first of all, let me thank Miss Katrina. Thank you so much. Because she's been very instrumental in everything that we're speaking about, you know what I'm saying, reaching out to you guys as well and what have you. And I'll be remiss if I don't talk about the parade. I remember the first year they had it, man. It was just like, it was like off the chain.
Right.
We was just in awe of how rapid and how fast they came together, from what we saw. And of course, Angelico was there with us, and how things to just y'all hyperspace that thing. And DC was saying it's even better this year, and we know it is. Again, thanks. Who's that, bro? Coming in?
That was Katrina.
Katrina.
Oh, is she? Oh, okay. Can you hear us?
Hi.
Oh, boy, look at here.
Hey,
Speak up. Again, Katrina, what we were
I did
doing.
not see the link, so my apologies for logging in late.
No problem. Again, we want to thank you for welcoming us to such an event, such a festival. But tell us a little bit about what is it like for you and what we can expect.
So my piece of it is minimal compared to what Corey, John, Marcus, and Byron, I hope I didn't forget anybody, are all doing. I'm really focusing on the parade, which is going to be happening Saturday morning at 10 a.m. And then at 1 p.m. is the street, is a nationwide street dance. So that's my contribution.
When you say street dance, what are we speaking of?
All genres of dance are being invited to come out and dance with us. Normally, it's a swing out dance that we've done every year with Black Wall Street Rally. So this year, it's everybody. Whether you do Zydeco, Chicago stepping, West Coast dance, whatever type of dance that you do, come on out and come join us and dance and celebrate Black Wall Street Rally.
That's awesome.
Wow.
That is awesome.
Too much fun.
He was thinking about a packet for getting the tickets.
Right.
How do you
Yep. Explain to us what you mean about the packet so that they'll understand that.
If you go to our website, www.blackwallstreetrally.com, www.blackwallstreetrally.com, and go to registration, you can register for the rally itself, which includes the comedy show, museum tour, parties, festival, and concert. You can register there right now just for the rally. It's currently $75 with the processing fees. However, if you're a golfer, if you want to come and play 2 days of golf and be fully registered for the Black Wall Street Rally, you can go to our other website, www.blackwallstreetgolf.org. Click on the Support Us tab and scroll down, and you can register for the Black Wall Street Rally Golf Classic, which also includes full rally registration. It's just full rally registration plus 2 days of golf, and we're playing for cash money.
Ooh. Yeah, tell us how else do we find you? What other social media and what have you, Corey? I think we got the Black Wall Street Rally page as well, and
that's one of the, if you want to keep up on events and new additions to the rally, which case seems like we're adding something every week, new artists or updates on what's going on, go to Facebook, Black Wall Street Rally, and that always keeps good information flowing. Once again, as we said, the Black Wall Street Classic for golfing information. And I think the latest one we're putting together a rodeo at the same time. So, for those who are going to be kicking their boots, we're going to have a rodeo. It's actually going to be out in Turley, which is in North Tulsa. And that's going to be another added feature for us also. We're also going to have a domino tournament. So for those who can really slang some bones and want to walk away with that belt, they need to come down and register and become a part of that also.
There's no reason you shouldn't be here. None.
Man, a big family reunion, man. Family reunion.
And they gotta understand this is a 5 right here. This is a 5 year right here. This is a 5. Them 5 and them zeros mean a little bit more than some of the other things. So this is one of them 5. So yeah, you gotta come out and man, and experience it. If you haven't been out to Tulsa, man, I'm ready to experience the new way of doing things. And I want to also say, man, thank y'all so much for keeping it going. Because we can complain about certain things. And that's what we do a lot of, complaining, but we don't have the solutions. And y'all got the solution, and y'all took the bull by the horn, so to speak, Red Bull and Blue Bull, and and then kept it going and made it happen, man. So I take my hat and salute you guys for doing a great job.
Right.
Appreciate it.
Trina, again, tell us, the artist, what was her name that you sent me that was going to be on the show? Is be there as well?
Oh, Cecil. Oh my goodness, you caught me on the spot.
I'm sorry. Yeah, but they adding all the time, family. Y'all see that, hey man, y'all know. Hey, Trina, if you didn't know, Corey, if you didn't know, D, if you didn't know, we are known as the livest to ever live, right? We finna come to Tulsa, Oklahoma, and we finna
Do it live.
We finna get live, kick it live, and man, we're gonna bring you the funk. You know what I'm saying? You know the funk is the funk is Fort Worth. You know what I'm saying? Funky town. We're gonna bring the funk down there, and we're gonna celebrate with you guys, man. We love you guys for what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for again making this event an epic event.
Exactly.
And that's what it's about. Again, we must learn and understand the heritage of what happened, the rebuilding, right? And so that we can flourish and we can come up out of this, rose up out of this, out of the concrete. Again, family, we are here. Again, the best life ever. What we love, we laugh and we learn
how to live
our best life together. Again, thank you guys so much for joining us.
Anybody want to recap anything before we run out of here?
We want to see y'all here. The biggest thing about it, don't keep the information to yourself. Spread the word. One of the reasons that we do this motorcycle inspired event is because we wanted the major power brokers in the motorcycle community, those major companies, to understand that as a community, our dollars matter. We spend, we buy, we participate, we ride, we love, we fellowship, recognize the benefits that we bring as a community. And it's the same way with the golf. There's a huge amount of symbolism between golfers and motorcycle riders. We're very passionate about our hobby. We love to get together with our friends. We travel, we spend money, we attend events. We like to show up and show out. And so, we're doing this not only to raise money for junior golfers, but we're also doing this so that the ecosystem can recognize, how we can come together, how we're a part of the buying public also, and to recognize and give back, to the customer base that we are. And so we just want people to show up. We want people to attend, register because, it's very important that we show the numbers, from an economic impact standpoint. Y'all got to excuse my puppy. It's very important to register to show the numbers from an economic investment standpoint for the city, for like a city like Tulsa. Hotels are slim, restaurants are going to be full, but this is important. My man Deeski was talking about, how it's so cool that people can come together and fellowship and have a good time and not have problems. But it's also, the dollar is important. It's important to show how that dollar moves. one of the things about the Greenwood District is that the dollar turned 7 times before it left the Greenwood District. That was one of the reasons that the Greenwood District was so prevalent and so prominent. You know what I'm saying? So we're trying to, once again, we're trying to inspire that. We're trying to show how the buying power that we have as a community. And when you bring individuals from across the country, and we even have people that come from other countries to come and celebrate and learn the history on Black Wall Street and show the economic power that's involved with the community that supports Black Wall Street, that's important. So register. If you're passionate about being a biker, register, be a part. And don't forget, like Corey was talking about, that health and wellness village is very important. We're definitely trying to do something to get people to speak up and understand the disparities in our community, because in a lot of situations that the treatment options that are given to us from this culture are not the things that are best based for our culture. And we're going to talk about that and recognize that this year. But we need you to be there. We need you to come, stop by the Health and Wellness Village, do the assessments, get some information so you can take it back. Because like Corey said, it's a lot of times in our community that we see the signs, we see the symptoms, we experience the outcomes. But if we could do something about it, we can change some of those outcomes. And we've got to start doing that now, as those of us that are a little bit more senior, to get our youth to understand that these are the things that they need to carry on themselves. You know, we always hear the story about, reach one to teach one. Well, this is an opportunity that we're trying to take with the Black Wall Street Rally to provide the reach in order to teach.
Wow. Yeah, I just want to say, bro, I know you were saying y'all trying to do, but I just want to let you know y'all doing it, brother. Y'all actually doing it. And like I said, again, I salute you guys for doing it, man. And a big shout out. I meant to do this earlier. A big shout out to Cecil Collier, who, we started the Black Wall Street Fort Worth together. And I just wanted to give him a shout out. Of course, shout out to Red Bull, everybody on the call here tonight, everybody out there that's going to be down there and plan to be down there. But I reiterate everything. Come on down. See what it's like, man. It's just I can't wait. I'm excited. I'm excited, man. So
I want to see you. I want you to holler at me on Black Wall Street. Holler at me,
man. We coming down there together, man. We coming down there as a family. So we gonna be down. Like I said, we bringing the funk to Tulsa, baby. We gonna bring the funk and make it happen, man. So yeah, you got the live coming. Hey, we ready.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna add the young lady's name is Cecily Wilborn. She's the Southern Soul.
Southern Soul, man.
Shout out to some of the local vendors that are going to be there. Didi's Lemonade, and also Kenny's Kitchen and Fancy Made. So make sure you get your drink, your food, and your wear.
Oh wow, that's awesome! Hey man, we're excited. We're excited. We're very much excited about coming down again, family. Y'all make sure that y'all like, share, and follow. Hey, and y'all can find us as well. Xerox Twins that start with a Z and ends with a Z. Of course, this will be on our Facebook page, so you feel free to go and share this and continue sharing it and kind of promoting as well as we lead up to May. And so again, family, hey man, bro, never got a date.
Oh, May 14th, May 14th, 15th. And 16th. I apologize. My man.
No problem. No problem. Hey man, listen. But it's worth the information. Gonna have them looking on this page anyway, right? That's where because hey man, we must know and learn what has happened to us, so that we can best assist ourselves in what we need to do in order for it not to happen again. Again, family.
Well, I was gonna say real quick. He was talking about talking to the youth. We're the last. I'm 52, so we're the last people to actually touch slavery, our age group. So we really do have to grab our youth right now, because once we're gone, it's kind of lost in the sauce. So we have to let them know so they can keep it going and keep it moving, because we are the last ones to actually touch it, where we actually had grandparents or great grandparents who actually was dealing with that. So yeah, it's very important to get the youth involved. As like I said, we're the last ones to have touched that era of our people. So yeah, it's a great thing.
Right. Oh, okay, I got you. Hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? Again, family, thank you so much. Of course, our celebrities here, family.
doing us a great justice, doing you a great justice. We're here talking about Black Wall Street
Right.
coming again. You know what I'm saying? In May, Twin and I, man, we finna get us a bus. Of course, Woody. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
Shout
saying?
out to
Start the
Woody.
engines, man,
Yeah.
and get those
Let's keep
buses
the big
warmed
wheels
up.
rolling.
Family, if you want to ride down there with us, make sure that you get in touch with us and let us know. Tap us on the shoulders. Send us a K or
Put a
whatever.
message in the bottle, baby.
Again, I keep telling him he can't sing. But anyway, again, family. Hey man, we always in social media with what, bro?
We always in social media with be humble, become more knowledgeable. That way you won't be vulnerable.
And I always say, we all we got. And
we all we need.
Big ups to
I
D keeping us together and making sure that we do what we do. Of course, Twin and I, what we do, we share who we are with you, and all we ask you to do is share who we are with others.
Well, yeah.
And so again, family, much love and respect. Again, love and become lovable. All right, family, much love and respect.
You know I thank the sun rises and shines on you. You know there's nothing I would not do. Oh no, before I let you go. I would never let you go before I do. Hey, look at here, I got a brand new dance. And all I need from you, baby, is be willing to take a chance. Now it don't really matter, baby, if you're young or old. Just get on the dance floor and baby, let's flow. Get on the good foot. Just get on the good foot. Break it down on the scene like a sex machine. Wait a minute. Get on the good foot. Just get on the good foot. Break it down on the scene like a sex machine. Wait a minute. Anime said poke it. Show me your dance.
Hey everybody, this is Lady Diamond from Dallas, Texas, originally from Oklahoma, right here in Tulsa. Just wanted to let everyone know how excited I am about being here this weekend for, Black Wall Street. It is a very exciting event. I encourage everybody to come. Being a native Oklahoman myself, there's nothing more inspirational than seeing Black businesses and Black people come together and celebrate something so wonderful. Me coming from this state and growing up from what I have experienced throughout my life, I think that this is one of the most wonderful events that you could ever attend. So, with that being said, every year this is going to be hosted here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I would welcome anyone to come and join us.
All my MCs all across the world. We gon' call this one here the biker shuffle. Walk it to your right. Now move it on up, hey, move it on up. Now walk it to your left. Now bring it on back, hey, bring it on back. Now kick,